Good morning. Or should I say good evening? I'm sorry everyone for being late. I am absolutely... Well, two things came up. One, I had some technical difficulties with the computer and anyway, long story. Second, I overslept. Believe it or not. I have actually, I just woke up about 30 minutes ago. Something like that. Yeah. Imagine that. I was so tired. I was even having my alarm clock set up. And I woke up like 30 minutes ago. And then the computer was having issues. Like, what the heck is going on? I was tired. I am tired. I am tired. Not because of trading. I don't know. The problem is I'm not sleeping enough nowadays. I think yesterday it came up to me like I slept on the couch. I slept on the couch and then I managed to pull myself in the bedroom. And then I was like so tired. I usually wake up around 6 a.m. But this morning, I woke up around 8. So I don't know what happened. I guess I'm not 20 years young anymore, right? So this is what happens. Let me just catch up with the chat real quick. Man, I need to log in. Anyway, from what I see, Tommy, good morning. Farhad, hello. Abyss, I was late. Yeah. Hanska Productions, welcome. Explore the nature of the world. Hello there. Yeah, I haven't started on time. Ivan, hey, good morning. Green, I overslept. I mean, I could tell some stories or whatever. That's what happened. But I also was having some difficulties with the computer. Jerry Trade, welcome. No, not the webcam, but Windows was having some issues. Sarah Gonzalez, welcome. And Jeremiah, good to see you. Well, not yet to buy, but we're gonna go through some levels, that's for sure. So, I have to log into Discord too. Barbie's fault. No. Let's see. Lorenzo, all is good. All is good. Good morning. Good morning. Ollie, hey, you want the refund? Okay. Ollie wants the refund. KK Trade, hello. Welcome. Cav Low. What? Good to see you. What's happening? And Cyril in the house from France. I love France. Paris. You know, that's what we say. Paris. I mean, that's the proper pronunciation, right? Paris. CSD, good morning. Vibes. Oh, wow. That's awesome. 1K already. But lost to my phone. Well, something for something, right? Vanda, hey. Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, on funded accounts, it's definitely a lot more pressure. I apologize that I'm being late. By the way, I don't like being late. It's really not my thing. But this morning it happened. Oh man. This morning it just happened. Aslam, welcome. Curry Fishbowl. I can't read. But I'm here. Don't worry. All is good. Let's see some levels because I really wanted to see how the market is gonna go this London session. Was this a structure shift? Not really. Technically is. There's a very, very minor supply zone high here, which we can take as a possible buy side liquidity, but nothing more. It's not far. It's actually, well, it's actually not that bad. How far is this? On the 15 minute, It's like 48 points. Anyway, let's go to the 5. On the 5 minute, it looks even better. Hold on a second. I have to disconnect and reconnect sometimes. Okay. Give me a moment. Huh. All right. That's at 68. No. So there's a zone up there. I'm just watching this on the 1 minute. Opening up this candle is at 17, actually. I'm not sure if it wants to go there, but it's definitely close. Anyway, supply zone at 235 on NQ. Maybe it's on the 1 minute. Let's check it. 35. There is no supply zone here on 35, but there is a supply zone. I mean, there is one. Sorry, that's what I'm watching here. Starting from this candle. So starting from 217 on the micro, 217 on the micro, all the way up to the top. On the micro it's valid, on the mini it's also valid. All right. Opening here is at 16.75 on the mini. So I'm just gonna put it to, so that's a supply zone up there. That's a 5 minute supply zone. Has not been mitigated yet. So there you go. That's a 5 minute supply zone. I'm not saying we're gonna go there. I'm just saying that it's there. We could be having a pullback here. It's technically valid because it swept liquidity, but nothing else. So we'll see. And what news do we have this morning? Nothing. Okay. That should be interesting. So there's a valid supply zone up there. MyFundedFutures is 73 at the moment. Yeah. There's no new promo right now. Only 5% basic discount right now. The promo has been stopped by last week, I think. Hopefully they will come around with something new. But for now, this is the only thing. that's currently going on. Yesterday, all my 5 accounts. Oh, not revenging until, but every trade, every setup I took goes. Aslam, it happens. Unfortunately, you definitely need to look back. Were those setups valid? You know, first of all, were those valid setups, and or, you know, you gotta check the context. That's why some form of journaling needs to take place. You know, what was the conditions okay? Was your target levels okay? So there are some questions you need to ask yourself, like, was everything lining up to your system? But it happens. Maybe you were over trading a little bit. Maybe after 1 or 2 losses, 2 or 3 losses, maybe you should have stopped. I know it's hard. Could happen. Martin Muchka, welcome. Yeah, the 5-minute chart, it's valid. So on the 5-minute chart, this is technically a valid level. I'm just not sure right now what the market really wants. If I go to the 5-minute, it might just wants to drop before, you know, even going up there. No gaps or anything, but it seems like it's definitely having a hard time pushing into the zone. But the good news is that it hasn't been mitigated yet, not even once. So maybe the problem is there's no fair value gap, nothing. It might want to sweep some liquidity around the 70s. Who knows? Hit the 15 consistency profit limit. Let's go. Now I need to hit. Ah, I see. 500. Well, it's doable, right? That is, and by the way, that is very good. Looking short on gold. Let's see. Well, there's a low here. Oh, and there's a zone. You know, I like a short on gold if we have a nice zone here. There's the zone. There's the 5-minute demand zone down there. By the way, it technically looks good. So that's the 5-minute demand zone right there. And if we zoom in really into this, there's your fair value gap. I know it's a tiny one. There's the fair value gap. Here's the market structure shift. So everything lined up on gold to maybe take a short. Why not? I would say, why not? It's not impossible. There's also a zone on the other side though, so be careful. There's a supply zone here. Not a good one, not a super beautiful one here, but there is one. Asia low, Asia high. Asia high is there on gold. So we have an Asia high up there. Now that it swept the lows, swept liquidity here. Huh. Again, oh wow, look at that. Not the best one, but technically there's another zone which providing us a possible sell side liquidity level here on gold, and it did not sweep that level at 25. So yeah, it looks good. The short looks good, absolutely. It's promising. Gold short is looking absolutely promising from that level. My bias today, Mohit, well, as I said yesterday, the game plan right now, we have two things. Let's not forget that on the micro yesterday, somewhere, I mean, this was the Trump tweet or something. Trump was saying something. We have a unbalanced price range up there. So this means only on the micro, not on the mini. But I checked it on multiple data feeds, and there is a gap here just before the 10 a.m. session, which means it's pretty much looking good if price wants to go back and, you know, just try to reprice it. Excuse me. So we'll see. So this is unbalanced price range. Sorry. On the micro. I'm not sure what's it gonna do. I mean, the market, how it's gonna react, but we'll see. Yeah, Martin, that's not a high risk trade anyways. It looks good. As I said, it's not far. Even if it wants to go higher, it has a good chance to mitigate that zone. For now, I do like this level. We're actually very close, but we'll see. Not far. And seems like we are in the macro now. So, and 10 minutes until London Open. Gonna be interesting to see what happens. You should ask Matt if you guys can do a 2-hour session. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that too. So, yeah, I can ask him. You know, it came up as a possible idea. That I can tell you, it came up as a possible idea to maybe have some overlapping sessions. We'll see. See more Tommy. All right. So yeah, it actually came up. We're gonna have something super awesome happening for MyFunded TV. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I think it's in the next 2 weeks, but anyway, stick around, you know. All right, so that's the only level up there that I like. Otherwise, nothing more. Gotta check some of these indicators here. Still have 9 minutes to go until London. The market is a little bit slow. SMT. Yeah, it looks like it. Hey Trip, good morning. Don't worry about it, Abyss. We're building a community. That's the goal. Hey, good morning, Cougar. What up? What's happening? I apologize again for being late, but very rarely happens. I always like to be here on time. And speaking of being late and on time, today, for some of you tomorrow, so the next New York session, which is going to be for me today, I might going to be running late anyways. I got to take my mother to the doctor. Don't worry, all good, but it's only like a quick visit. The problem is that the hospital is quite far. So I'm not sure if I can make it back to 9:30 New York Open. So worst case scenario, I'll try to get back to like somewhere around 10, you know, just to have the silver bullet hour, and we'll see what happens. But I might gonna be running late from 9:30. Maybe I just write out that I'm gonna start 10. Sort of day off, yeah. You're fired. I'm fired. Yeah, Naomi. Good morning. Good morning, Naomi. Good to see you. Dang, can't trade this market since my power is out. Oh yeah, careful with this. Well, the market is slow as well, so hard to really decide what to do. The market is just slow this morning. But we'll see how it goes. Still have almost 5 minutes, a little bit more than 5 minutes to open. Fired, sued, jailed, yeah. Contract breach, everything. I know, I tried. I tried. Yeah, this right now is boring, I know. How's the gold? The gold short is going, look at that. Who took that? Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Martin took it. Okay, Martin is in a gold short. Man, it's super slow on NQ right now. Sweep below 180. Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, I was watching it. That 170 level. That can easily happen before anything is gonna go on with NQ right now. So we'll see, I guess. We already swept this level. There's a fair value gap here. It could easily go down to sweep some more to the downside. So it is what it is. Oh my gosh, Malo is here. Hey Malo, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. How you doing? Man, I haven't logged into Discord yet. I haven't even checked anything. I was so tired yesterday, you guys wouldn't imagine. I was super tired. That's why I overslept this morning. I still haven't adjusted the new webcam, so everything is like all over the place. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't updated anything. There's a code YouTube for 10% off. Ah, I see. But hell no. I can't sleep last night and finally slept around 3 a.m. I'm not buying. Yo. You want NQ shorts? Yeah, anything can happen. 2 weeks now. I finally have enough capital to trade with my own account, but I'm not sure where to continue with prop firm or deposit. Well, you know, if you have enough confidence in your trading, there's nothing wrong with you know, trading your own capital. There's absolutely nothing bad with that. If you feel like you can go, then absolutely. So maybe with small deposit, you know, that's something you can do. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. I would go with props. I would go with prop firms because you still need to, you know, go with lower risk. Yeah, same funded accounts are you know, definitely somewhat close to having a real account. So and that's kind of cool, I guess. Especially, for example, with the pro account or with take profit traders funded account, you know, it's pretty much as close as it gets to have like a real account. That's why I specifically like the take profit trader accounts, for example, with the daily payouts is what I meant. So the daily payout accounts with take profit trader and trade day definitely hits differently. So it's the closest that you can get. So full port, no. Trading styles we recommend for a new trader with a new funded 50k. That's the max. That's the absolute max. I would go with 1 or 2 micros, Ryan. If you're new, your goal is not to make profits. I'm sorry to say that, but your first goal is not to make those profits. Your first goal is to gain confidence on your funded account. And the only way you can gain confidence on your funded account is to go small size, 1 or 2 micros. You have to forget about the profits in your first 30 days. And thank you for the question. I think that's a very important question. Forget about your profits in your first 30 days. Your goal is to choose wisely your entries, your setups, right? And you know, enter on the proper setup, maybe even just 1 micro. So after your first 30 days, or at least 2 or 3 weeks, when you have enough confidence that you know that, okay, now you know how you can do it with the funded account, then maybe you can increase the size, but 5 micro is also more than enough. That's, Ryan, what I would do. I wish I could tell that to myself if I have a time machine, because even 5 micro, if you're new in trading, that's, you know, that can drive you to a tilt session very easily. Just be careful. Yeah, the news restrictions are usually there at most of these prop firms, I think. Yeah, the safety net, So for example, on the 50k account, the safety net is $2,000. Anything you make above the safety net, you can request any day. Also, you can choose to close the account. So if you choose to close the account once after reaching the safety net, you can withdraw 50% of your safety net. So you can do that actually. You can choose to close the account after reaching the safety net, but only with a 50% profit split. So you're targeting $2,000, you can take $1,000 once reaching the safety net by closing the account, which is cool. Above the safety net, there's an 80% profit split, so 80/20. How is the gold trade looking? Oh, look at that. Martin, did you take profit? I hope you did. That gold short was nice. Congratulations for that. Based on my experience, the only way to become profitable is to manage. Exactly, Cougar. Exactly. We can talk all day about different strategies and everything. Exactly. Exactly. So there, no matter which strategy are we talking about, or order blocks, zones, or ICT concepts here and there, or whatever, it doesn't matter at the end. At the end, it's only going to be risk management. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just risk management. You can just use a simple indicator. It doesn't matter. It comes down to risk management. Yeah. Joy. Hey, Joy Dale, welcome to the stream. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining us. Nice, Martin. Congratulations. That was a great, awesome call from you. Well, for gold, I'm not sure. There's still a zone here. There's a zone low. That's the tricky thing, because down here, that's a demand zone low, and also down here as well. If I would have my bet, I would say that gold still. William, hey, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. So, gun to my head, I would say that gold is going to go down and take out that sell side right there. That's what I think. But I guess we'll see. We shall see, right? I still can't decide what the price wants to do here on these levels on NQ. Joy, welcome. Squirrely McBurley, hey, good morning. Let's see. Why aren't you trading? I wanted to jump into a trade here, but I just couldn't. I just didn't feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna go, maybe not. I was kind of waiting for what London wants to do here, but the gold trade, if that's what you're referring, I mean, this is just too late for me to jump in now. The optimal trade entry would have been from up there. Now I feel like if I jump into a sell, it can just, you know, pop higher. Statistically speaking, the chances are lower. I mean, risk to reward wise, let's just see. Risk to reward wise, if I jump in a short here and I keep a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, my stop would be up there, which is not bad actually, but it would have been much better to enter somewhere up there. Martin entered somewhere up there, so that's a much nicer trade. I didn't take it. On NQ, I'm just waiting for price to show us something like if it's going to mitigate the zone or it's just going to sweep some levels or whatever. So that's what I'm waiting for. Yes, I do. I do. Abyss, sometimes I do with Bulenox or Apex. Sometimes I do that, yes. Are you still? Yeah, I do. I mean, it's not a bot, it's a set of indicators, but I can show you it's right here. So I'm still sometimes, you know, watching this indicator. It's signaling a short on NQ, which I'm not really agree with, but after the 2 a.m. session, 2 a.m. Kill zone, it indicated a long position. That was correct on gold. And also on NQ, it indicated a long position here. So that was also correct. Look at that. That was correct. Now it seems like it might want to indicate a short. We'll see. I'm testing it. I'm still testing it. It's in the testing phase. Yeah, exactly, Abyss. Exactly. No, I didn't. I didn't buy. I got it from a friend of mine who found it on a forum and he recoded it. And he made some slight modifications. It's an open source thing. I'm still just testing it. So, but I'm testing it since almost a year now. Almost a year. I'm just kind of watching it just to see what it shows. Well, this London session for now is not that much excitement on NQ at least. Yeah, exactly, Abyss. So if I answer stopped off a bit, I asked if you know if you know how to get into project with TRADEDAY. It won't let me do it. So you're asking about the username. Basically, when you log in to Project X, yeah. When you log into Project X at TRADEDAY, the username is going to be the same name that you register with on TRADEDAY. I know it's kind of weird, but that's what they are using. So your username is going to be the same name, the same username that you registered with on TRADEDAY. And the password is going to be, I think, maybe the same password you have on TRADEDAY, or maybe they generated something. Try the same password on the website that you have on their website. I think that's the... And there's also like a data agreement somewhere that you have to, you know, check mark it out or something. I don't really remember, but I use Quantower for TRADEDAY through Project X server, and I do know that you have to use the same username that on the website. I never logged into Project X on their web platform, so I'm not using it. I'm just using the connection through Quantower. But TRADEDAY support is very good. I see the same one that I used to log into TradingView, which is the same as what they sent me. Then you might need to get some help on support, because unfortunately I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that right now. I apologize, but I'm really not really sure. of how that goes currently with trade day. If you get a free reset on stream, it goes. Oh yeah, definitely. The numbers can be playing in your favor. Yeah, it's slowly climbing into the zone, and that's why I was waiting. So I put 216.75 because that's on the mini. On the micro, it's 217. Look at that. That's why I keep telling, these zones are there. It's undeniable that these supply/demand zones, there you go. There you go. Once you predict these zones properly, like, and this is actually hyping me up, and I am very glad, even for the moral victory of this. I was not trading this, but even for the moral victory, and as a confirmation, once you see a proper zone that is absolutely valid and it's a strong level, that is basically like 40 or 50% of your technical trading success throughout the session. That's giving you a huge advantage, because once you have a good confirmation in your targets, that is going to give you a huge advantage. And I have a very good confidence and confirmation. I would say conviction, sorry. I have a very good conviction in these zones. But I got messages. I can show you a few messages, but I don't want to expose the names. I have a few messages, DMs on Twitter. Also, they found me on Discord, not on my server, but they found me. And I also got an email, actually two emails, like saying like, hey man, you're just stupid for using those zones. Those zones are not even zones. They are, I don't even know what levels, and this is just randomly picked. I got a few messages like that. Like, man, whatever it is, you can call it supply demand zones, you can call it order block, you can call it I don't know, whatever. But these levels, very good levels, and I do think that the market is gravitating towards these levels, and that's why I love it. So once I can use it for targeting, it makes it much easier for me to enter on my entry model. For example, here on gold this morning, look at that. Speaking of gold, Martin was asking this level here. Perfect example on gold, by the way. I don't know why I didn't take it. Now, I do feel some FOMO, so I need Martin Muchka to send me some money to my PayPal for this. so anyway, here it is. Bearish candles pushing down to liquidity. Liquidity sweep here. No, that's not market structure. That was just a sweep. Sorry. I delete this. Okay, so that's just a sweep right there. Market structure shift happened here. There you go. This makes this zone absolutely valid. I mean, it's a little bit dangerous. I don't know. Anyway, and then look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Liquidity sweep here. Perfect example. Sweep up there. You go down to the 1 minute. I know 1 minute on gold is very dangerous. You go down to 1 minute, and we already saw what happened. There's a structure here. finally market structure shift happened with a small, tiny, incy-wincy, tiny little fair value gap. That's why I say it's like maybe not the perfect version there, but there you go. And the target was this line right here. Boom. 3428.1. Once you, even if you missed your entry, there's no problem with that. You just, you saw that, you entered down there. You do not have to be surgically precise. I always tell you, you do not have to enter here. Once you recognize it and a few minutes passes, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes later, you see that, oh my God, there was an entry here. You enter right there, okay? So you don't have to be super precise. You pull down your take profit to the low-hanging fruit, which is the neckline of the zone. You put your stop here. That's still a 1.5 risk to reward ratio trade. And you missed the entry with a few minutes. Okay, that's a lazy entry. And you still got it. And if you want to leave a runner here, just like Martin had, you can still leave a runner to see if the zone is going to get mitigated. Why it's a good idea to leave a runner? Because we have another zone on the 5 minute down there, the zone. I think gold is just going to make it, by the way. And that's why I love this. That's why I love the zones. Once I see it, the next thing I'm looking for is what the price is doing up there. Was there a liquidity sweep? Is there a YouTube 2022 entry model in this area? Yes, there was. And then, by the way, I still have to thank Martin for showing me this. I might have missed this morning because I overslept. So, anyway, I missed it anyway, but the just to observe. And by the way, I think this is beautiful. Go on. I know it's gapped out and everything, but the concept here, I think that this is the bread and butter of how I trade. This here, this is how I trade exactly nowadays. This is absolutely something I do and what I'm looking for. Whether it's bullish or bearish, this is it. If I could summarize my entry model, my whole trading style in one single screenshot, then this is the screenshot. That's what I'm looking, obviously with the 5 minute as well. So you need to take the 5 minute and the 1 minute next to each other, but this is it. This is what I do. My neighbor is with the lawnmower again. Oh man. What a day. Martin is out full. All right, congratulations. Just to confirm what I learned from you, for the zones, it has a sweep liquidity. Then the next action should be the sweep of the candle. Yeah, basically market structure shift, yes. Some sort of a sweep of liquidity. So let's go back to the 5 minute. Just for example, just for the sake of example. Look at that, boom. There you go. Gold just completely finished the move. It's beautiful. Actually, if I'm not trading, if I'm just watching this price action, it's just beautiful. I love it. What's up with my microphone stand? Come on. So it's just beautiful just to watch this. So liquidity sweep. First of all, the zone needs to sweep some sort of liquidity. It can be a swing low. It can be a fair value gap too. Okay. Is there somewhere where there's a fair value gap? For example, here, this is a bearish order block or the supply zone up there. There's a fair value gap right there. So in this case, these bullish candles are sweeping a fair value gap here. But in this example, we have a swing low sweep and the market structure shift. So we need liquidity to engage, and we need the market structure shift that's pushing. The more market structure shift we are having, the better. So look at that. There's one market structure shift. There's another market structure shift. The more, the better. And look at that. We have another. It's just actually a confirmation on the move. But you know what? Let's see the low of this candle. It's almost, you know, if this bearish candle would be lower, it's even better. But anyway, we have multiple market structure shifts to the upside. And then sweeping another. Now this becomes a sweep as soon as the structure is shifting on the 1 minute there. But anyway, the zone is already being created. We had the sweep, we had the market structure shift, and the zone is ready. One more important thing, if we're bullish, the next bullish candle after the last bearish candle cannot trade lower than the previous bearish candle. So this one, not even with the wick. So it cannot trade lower. It's very important. So it's very, very, very important. This candle cannot trade lower than this. Okay? Okay, very important. Vice versa on the other side. The first bullish candle after the push down cannot trade lower. The same goes if we are looking for a bearish, for example, where was it? Here. So look at this. This here. The same goes here. This candle, it's bearish. It cannot trade higher than the top of this bullish candle. It's mandatory. If it trades higher, then it's not valid. It's not a zone. Okay? It's very important. That's critical, actually. Okay, gold is going lower. And this is my concept. But I guess ICT is kind of saying the same. I know ICT would laugh his ass off, but I don't care. That's the way I understand it, and that's the way I do it. How do you define zone? Well, I just explained it, yes. So as Aslam, you saw the way I defined a zone, and that's it. Hey, let's go, Ollie. Congratulations. Over the buffer now. Cool. Let's go. Congratulations, and really that's super cool. Some promo is gonna happen, hopefully, real soon. View for NQ, well, price just got reversed on this 5-minute supply zone, and let's just see if there is a zone on the downside right now. For example, this here, this bearish candle at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard, this is not a bullish order block. This is not a demand zone because there's no liquidity swept here, so this is not valid. This is also not valid, and this is the 15-minute. Let's go to the 5-minute. Okay, now the 5-minute. This is interesting. I have to close the window because my neighbor is just doing the lawn mowing stuff, and it's kind of disturbing, to be honest. Okay, much better. So, on the 5-minute, there is a zone here. Not a beautiful one, but it's technically a valid one. Why? Because, and actually I'm gonna, it has a liquidity sweep, and it has a market structure shift. Boom. Neckline of this zone is right there at 162-ish area. Yeah, 162 on the micro. So there's a zone right there. Boom. On the other hand, there's another zone here. Look at this. Asia session. Bearish candle. Picking up liquidity here. Boom. Market structure shift here. It's technically valid, pushing higher. So there's another zone down there. Is it gonna go I'm not sure, but yeah, those are the only levels I see. And these are 5-minute zones. Or bullish order block, whatever. The closest one right now is the one down there at 162. So if you're asking me of what I think about NQ, if it would start to shift to the downside, which it technically, this is not a real, technically it's a shift, but no displacement right now. How far are we? 30 something points. I don't know. If it would make a displacement to the downside here, you know, something like this, then maybe. Like, this is a scenario. It's quite possible. If not, then what is on the upside here? It didn't break the high of the zone at 252. And by the way, it's not just a 5-minute zone. If you really look at this, and we're on the 15-minute time frame, this current area on the 5-minute is actually a part of a 15-minute zone as well. It's not a beautiful one. It's not a great one. But look at this. Bullish candles pushing into liquidity on this fair value gap and then shifting the market to on this bearish candles continuation to shift the market to the downside here. Market structure shift. Boom. And pushing it down and even more down. So in my opinion, because price is still like hovering in this area, we could see another push as well. So it's a coin flip, which I wanted to say. We could see something like this to break the zone completely, this level up there. And why I say this, because of this. Because we have an unbalanced price range up there from yesterday's Trump tweet. I know it sounds kind of weird. I might gonna take a trade on this, man. I don't know. We have a pre-market open soon. I really want to take a trade. I just don't know which accounts. Yeah, something like that, Cavlo. Yeah. Currently, it seems like this fair value gap is somewhat holding. Can I take this trade on one of the accounts here? The high of the zone would be up there at 252. I took a long position targeting the high of the zone. Actually, the 250, 245 would be great. 245, 244.50. Yeah, let's see. All right. So I took a position. There you go. I'm kind of curious if it wants to break that level. Along with 5 micros. All right. Where is it? Here. Hey, CK Trade Zone. CK, sorry. How you doing, man? Well, I would still like to go bullish, on at least like to see this level being destroyed. This gap right here on the 1 minute was holding price. I'm just kind of hoping that it will stay bullish and try to go back up there. One of the main reasons is that we have an unbalanced price range on the micro. So maybe it's going to be a slow grind, but I'm not looking right now to go back up there. But maybe to break this zone, which is a PM session high. That is it. If it starts to shift to the downside, then I might just going to enter a short. Who knows? Blown my MyFundedFutures funded. What? Yonex, come on. How did it happen? Overtrading maybe, I guess. Gabor Savas, welcome. Fellow Hungarian trader from Florida. Kev is long too. I'm just kind of curious if the price wants to destroy that zone. That is it. And my main reason is that unbalanced price range from yesterday's AM session. That the market still wants to keep to be bullish. Yeah, it's still in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, Yonex, I'm sorry about that, by the way. I feel you there. Absolutely. I absolutely feel you there. Now I have to open the window. This lawnmower was so loud. Don't worry, it's not the webcam. Hey Zoltan, good morning, Joreget. I love when fellow Hungarians joining. Hey, what's up? You're heading out? Alright. Oh, alright, sure. Oh, definitely. I saw the email. Alright, online safety. Thanks for joining. It does not have an... Yeah, no activation fee at Take Profit Trader. Yeah. And right now, 40% off. And right now, if you... I think if you... The promo is still on. If you buy an account on your first withdrawal request, they're going to refund you your initial test account fee. So you get the evaluation account price back. That's kind of cool. Oh, you tilted. Oh, yeah, Yonex. Unfortunate. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. Well, it's not looking good right now. Should have taken the gold trade. Shoulda, woulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We are trading. Zoltan is asking in Hungarian what we are trading. I'm gonna just briefly say it in Hungarian. Nasdaq-kal kereskedünk, mikro Nasdaq-kal. Meg 80%, 90% Nasdaq és 10-20% arany. Futuresen. Welcome. We all have our eyes on the 250 level, but Asia ran quite, yeah, it did. Quite a big cycle here. So, I agree, Tim. Exactly, exactly. It's always better to wait for the macro, and we have the pre-market open real close. We're trading everything what moves. Yeah. Zoltan is saying he's still a beginner, but he's happy to learn. You're at the right place, because many talented and good people here in the stream, in the chat. I do speak Hungarian sometimes. Good morning, Norbert. Sometimes I do. Oh, Gabor just made 22 bucks. I think you're done for the day. Congratulations. 22. Hey, 22 bucks. For $22, I can eat for 2 days for lunch in a nice place here. Actually, not just 2 days, man. 3. That's 3 days. Actually, I can eat lunch for 3 days from 22 bucks. One way speaking one language and the other speaking different. Yeah. Yeah, everyone is bigger. But yeah, Andy, like it's and believe it or not, but as a Hungarian, sometimes to express myself in English, especially the pronunciation, it's sometimes difficult. So I feel like, oh man, like what's that word, or how should I say this properly, because it's two absolutely different languages. 180-degree differences between the two language. HDX lead, welcome. 100%. Gabor is saying this market puts everybody on the, well, I don't know how to say this. This market sucks for everyone, basically. Gold, yeah, the gold was nice. Well, it's reversing. Gold is reversing, everybody. What should we do? You know, I was looking at this level on gold. I know it's gonna look ugly, but look at this. I know it looks ugly, but there's another level on gold. Actually, let me check my supersonic indicators from the future. Okay, I'll be ready for a gold long position real soon, I guess. Now that we swept that level, Asia high could be a good target. I'll be looking for gold long, but not here. This is just not enough for me to enter yet. This could be just a squeeze or a retracement. I need, well, we actually swept structure on the 1 minute. There was a market structure sweep. Oh, what should we do? I'm still just gonna wait. Yeah. Martin is buying gold. Martin is buying gold. All right. We're gonna have pre-market open real soon, so I'm curious how's it gonna go. I'm starting not to like my trade on NQ. I might just close it. This is not something I like. This hesitation, it feels like at the pre-market open it can still go down and sweep all this liquidity. I do think gold will go. Yeah. HDX was calling it. I think if gold goes, it definitely needs to take out that 33, but I think it will go for Asia high. If gold really starts to go and really starts trending here, it should go to Asia high, to the 40s, 34.40, but at least take out the zone at 37. So I would say 37. Is it going to happen in this session? We don't know. We do not know for sure. HDX predicted gold again. Exactly. He called it. He called it way ahead of everyone. He is the gold predictor. We're still just hovering. Yeah, there was a bottom tick and it's just going. Hold on a second, I'm just checking something here. What did I missing? What? Okay. Are we still going higher? I think we do, right? Sorry, I was just reading like crazy. I believe this market is in a hurry to get back to 8-9 a.m. range. Yeah, that's what I think too. My prediction is that it's gonna go up to that unbalanced price range. Maybe not now, maybe only in the New York session, but that is my prediction. I like to use prediction because now I feel like I'm an oracle. You know, I'm predicting the market. The end of the macro, but yeah. So I think we can go. Totally not staged. Are you seeing the resurrection of Jesus Christ? Yeah, I was. Yeah, my screen was super. I was reading a long email, just some personal stuff. I need to change it to dark tone or dark theme on Google. Still on white. It's just flashing my eyes. And this new camera it's basically it's a little bit too bright, to be honest. Actually, video capture device, configure video. Like, let's put it a little bit darker. Oh, it's too dark. Contrast. That's too dark. And that's too bright. You know, this is when Jesus comes to my training room here. Boom. He's here. No. But I think somewhat like that. Contrast. Oh, look at that. I can be just like this. The ghost in the machine. It's correct, right? I am the ghost in the machine right now. No one will ever know. I'm Michael Huddleston's cousin. So, you know. We can trade like this, I guess. We can do that. Alright, I'm not doing it. I will set it up later. I haven't configured it. Look at gold. Wow. I registered for calling. There's a professor legally named The Friend. That's cool. His name should be The Prophet. And he's on the worst prophet. Oh, really? Gold is tapping. It's like, yeah, would be interesting to. I think it wants to go higher. No pullback. I mean, at least I would have liked to see like some sort of. I mean, maybe this one, yeah, but I guess I missed this. There was a nice pullback here on gold. Never mind. Good morning, Robert. Hey. Yeah, Zoltan is asking if I'm here every day. Yeah, technically I'm here every day. Usually at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard, which is 8 a.m. in Hungarian time in the London session, and at 9:30 New York Open. Now today is gonna be an exception, by the way, but it's an exception in London as well. Today I overslept, for example, for one, and for the second, I must say, and I'm sorry, but I might going to start around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, which is in my time at 4 p.m. So I have to take my mother to the doctor. All is good, but that's the only available appointment right now. So I hope I can get back for at least the silver bullet hour, and I'm gonna be at my funded TV as usual at 11:30. So yeah, that's the plan for today. But yeah, I'm here. You're always welcome, Zoltan. Join us every day. We're here streaming every day, and I'm also on my funded TV as a guest host, or not guest host but regular host by now. Hungarian time, it's like 5:30 p.m. In US time, it's from 11:30 a.m. So yeah, always welcome. I don't know if I'm liking this trade or not, but we'll see what the pre-market open is gonna hold for us here. Gabor, good morning. Welcome. Good morning. I'm here, but the stream is late and go out. What? Don't go anywhere. Well, pre-market open is going to happen in less than 3 minutes, so we'll see how this will go. I'm not saying we'll definitely going to break this level, but for now it seems quite interesting. I'm just kind of looking if this one wants to break that high. Nice. You didn't miss anything, Zoltan. There was a gold trade. Hey, Anthony Valencia. Thank you for the subscription. Anthony, welcome to the channel. Oh, look at gold. Anthony, thanks for subscribing. You didn't miss anything, basically. I'm looking for a gold long position, by the way. And so far, all is good. There was a gold short that I didn't take. And that was it. And this was a beautiful short on gold. Now, it kind of looks like it might want to go higher. Otherwise, I only took this long position on NQ to see if we can break this supply zone up there. That is it, basically. That's what I'm looking for. The big picture idea is if we go up to that unbalanced price range, that would be the idea. So that's it. Gabor is short on gold. That makes me scared because I wanted to go long on gold. So what do I do now? Do I have an account that I can use? Maybe here. Maybe on a Bully account. I'm still kind of waiting for a gold long position. But it seems like it's going low. We have the pre-market open, by the way. Nvidia opened up with a gap here. Wow, my position on NQ is melting. Nvidia opened up with a gap, just like Tesla. This should be good for NQ. I don't know why it went down. I haven't checked Apple and Microsoft yet, and the others. But anyway, this is the 1 minute. Yes, still holding gold, going down. And still kind of watching. Nvidia is still holding the gap. Okay. Still don't know why NQ is taking this dip here. I might just gonna close it. I don't like this. Closing the trade. I closed it. I don't like it. Close down the trade. I'm not like, even if it goes back up there, I feel like there could be a sweep or a shift or something, whatever. I just don't want to be a part of it, so I closed it. I'm not gonna jump into a short. I just, you know. You're scalping it. Missed. Did you have a short GM just for a trade? Ah, nice. Hey Anthony, good to see you. Congratulations, Gabor. Nice job. Yeah, this position got rug pulled, so I was not comfortable holding this. As for gold, I'm still kind of hoping for... I mean, I'm not in a position, but maybe like a scenario like this, that would be awesome. But for now, I'm not touching it. Wow, look at this. Oh, I made the right decision for closing it. Okay. I did have my stop, by the way, somewhere here. So it would have hit my stop loss. Made the right choice. But what is happening with Nvidia and Tesla here? It's still holding. Why did it go down? Was there some economic news hitting the market? Nothing. Okay, that's nothing. Italian industrial production. It's actually good. I don't know. Nothing. Gold is still tanking. All right. So if NQ will not be able to hold this area, where is the turning point that I would take as a possible shift? There is a market structure shift here, not a strong one, because I mean technically it's valid because, you know, it is a shift. It's only a little bit weaker or less strong if only there's a wick that is shifting. It's valid, but it's not a strong shift because it's only made with a wick here. If anyone wants to be super aggressive, you can take a short position. I am not going to. I just don't feel like that this is it. Look at this, man. I guess it would have taken my position and then go back. Dirty move on NQ right now. Gold is still kind of tanking a little bit. Spiking up and down. What is it doing? Gold is playing dirty. NQ wants to climb back up there. Look at this. NQ is just going. Wow. NQ is just gonna make a new high here. So technically inverting this bearish breaker, because this would be a bearish breaker and it's not gonna work out fine. It seems like it. Took liquidity from there. I think it's just gonna fail. And it's still going higher. Wow. Look at this. NQ played dirty. NQ played dirty. I slept in too, Kelly. I started my stream like 30 minutes later. I slept in. Yeah, but this was a dirty move on NQ. Very dirty move. Look at gold. Jesus. Okay. We got played dirty. Andre, good morning. Yeah, so far, the one you see right now is the new webcam. I can actually switch to the old one. How can I do it? But the new webcam is so much brighter, and I don't know what to do. So this is the new one you see right now. Let me switch to the old one. Right, I can't. Okay, so I can't switch to the old one. Let me go back to the new one. Okay, anyway, I can't switch it. I don't know why. Okay, it's just not working. Anyway. So it's just too bright. That's the problem. The webcam is working, but I try to. But if I go with the darker tone, that it's just not gonna be good. And I do have the streaming lights here that, you know, that ring. Man, it tricked me. NQ, congratulations, NQ. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Gold is just taking a huge dumpage here. I was kind of looking into a long position. It's not gonna happen. I have no positions on right now, but the gold, the way it keeps tanking, it's kind of, how should I put this? It's kind of helping NQ to go higher. Just your chart. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Bottoming here for the leg. It's going for the leg. Look at this. Yeah, it's gonna take that. Okay, so at least it's telling me not to trade this. So I'm not gonna touch gold. Yeah, no touchy. Only watchy, you know. No touching, only watching, you know. No hands, just eyes. That's it. All right, it's gonna take that out. Same goes for NQ. Now NQ played a nice trick on me. Actually, if this would be a boxing match, I would say that NQ punched me in the face on that long position. It scared the shit out of me. Sorry. Oh, sorry. It didn't. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It scared me a little bit. It scared the poo-poo out of me. So I closed the position. And now gold. And now NQ is back into the previous position. And now NQ is laughing in my face like, ha! I tricked you. I would say NQ murdered me. Oh. Boxing could kill. Sometimes it could. It happened in the history. And this, I'm not trusting NQ right now. So let's just go with the higher time frames. What do we see? 5-minute supply zone still up there. Price is still kind of reacting for it. My bias is still bullish to go back to that unbalanced price range. Woodstas, hey, welcome to the channel, man. Woodstas, good to have you on the stream. Thanks for joining us. So going back into that unbalanced price range would be a good idea for today, but the 5-minute looks absolutely awful. I was kind of hoping that we can break the supply zone, but it's not happening. Let's go, Kelly. Be careful, though. You were long from 2360, made 400. Closed the trade and went to sleep. I'm cursing myself. Yeah. Double deep. Don't worry about it. Sometimes, yeah, trading can help. What is gold doing? Okay, gold made a new low. Okay. NQ playing dirty again. So basically, the classic unicorn bearish breaker absolutely got destroyed. And now it just made the bullish breaker. Well, actually, not a valid bullish breaker. It's not a valid, but lower low, higher high. You know, I mean, sorry. Higher high, lower low, breaking. Bearish breaker, bullish breaker. Thank you at NASDAQ. I'm not gonna be a part of this. I'm not. NASDAQ is now saying, do you want to play? I say no. No. And don't let the gambling addiction strike in. You know, when Mr. Gambler is on your shoulder, just don't let it do it, okay? Because it can destroy your trading account. It can happen. It's gonna sit on your shoulder. It's gonna say, push it. Push the button, man. Just one more push. You know, full port. Who cares? Just full port it, man. Don't do it. You know, I have this skeleton on my desk. It's gonna fall apart. I have this on my desk since last Halloween. I left it here. It's just 3 mini, man. Take it. Just with 3 minis. Out. Let's go, Kelly. Oh, NQ is dirty. NQ is definitely playing the dirty. Only 3? Set it to 5 or 10 even. Copy trade all your accounts, maximum. You know. This thing looks worse. Tick charts than one. Yeah, it's NQ is very, very something I mean, now I gotta go to the 5 minute. That's it. So the 1 minute looks very dirty. The only thing we can do now is retreat back to the 5 minute chart and see what's gonna happen here. So the plan is changing now. If the bulls are leaving the party, then we could see a shift and then maybe go down, but I'm not looking to do that right now. Just waiting. So flexible bias, I would say, just as yesterday I told you guys on my funded TV. Flexible bias. That's what we can do. Took a quick. Nice. Congratulations, Gabor. Wow. 297 United States dollars. All right, köszönjük voltál. Jó pihenést. Thanks for being here. Have a good one. I sometimes set up huge lots. That's the issue, you know. Oversizing. That's going to make us tilt in a matter of a few seconds sometimes. Hold on. My phone, I have to put it on the charger. It's almost depleted. Okay. 202 is your key level, but not until we sweep the 1 hour private gap. Yeah, sorta. Yeah, Tim. It kind of makes us wonder, like, what can we even look for here? Oh my God, gold. Anyway, what can? Let me zoom in on the 5 minute. Let me delete this. Are we gonna have a displacement? Giving better price at least 100 points. Yeah. New York session was also tricky. I agree. 25K. How much do you do to withdraw, please? Yeah, with the TRADEIFY 25K account. Let me just check it. I had an updated thing here. Just a second. On the 25K, you need to reach $1,500. $1,500. So yeah, it's actually here. Whoa. Oh my God, it's super bright. I have to do something about this. It's very bright. I need to reset the camera now. So you need to do 1,500, sorry. 1,500 bucks. To reach your payout goal. My God. So this camera is definitely very adaptive for the lights. I need to be careful with that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But if I... Oh, look at what is happening. Hold on. Yeah, or camera software. Yeah, something like that. Because I just switched to a screen. Look at that. I'm just... And it's there. I mean, there's like... Yeah, anyway. There's lights in my room here. But look at this now. What's happening? What's happening on gold? Gold is taking a dumpage now, really. And let's just go see what's happening on NQ. NQ definitely shifted structure now, and this is a valid shift. I like it, you know, when there is a shift here, with the down close candle, which also has a fair value gap. Now this one I like, but it's on the 1 minute. So if anyone wants to risk it for the biscuit, it's up to you. Three micros. Am I gonna do it? DEW. It's not going up there. It's not taking it. What the magical indicators from the future are saying? Nothing. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. That's a possible entry on the 1 minute. I'm not gonna take it. I think this could be a trap. What the heck is going on with gold? Okay. Previous day low, maybe. Maybe. There is liquidity on the 1 hour fair value gap lower. I think it wants to go there. Most likely it will. Sell side. Yeah. Gold wants to take that 1 hour fair value gap. Very risky, even just going for $100. I wouldn't do it. NQ is still going. Just can't follow this. I'm gonna wait for the 5 minute to close. Play it safe. And that's it. Yeah. Got out break even from that long. Yeah, me too. I mean, now I'm glad I choose to close the position, but it was playing dirty. Gold still feels like it wants to go lower. NQ still, I mean, interesting. Very interesting. How much do you need to make to be able to take payout from 50k trade day and thus trailing drawdown stop after funding? Yeah. On trade day, the threshold is actually, you know, they modified it, but oh my god, look at this. On trade day, yeah, $2,000 on a 50k account. On a 50k account, trade it's $2,000. Minimum requirement is 250. 250 is the minimum withdrawal. You need to reach the $2,000 threshold. You know what? I'm just gonna paste this into Andy. Here's the page. There's an example on trade day about the payout policy with the. Please read it because I'm gonna focus here on the chart a little bit more, but there's a good example there, Andy. On trade day. I mean, it's not super crazy, absolutely. So you can withdraw above the buffer. Yeah, that's $2,000. I'm just kind of looking for the example, like what happens if you want to take a withdrawal from your buffer. That's what I'm curious of. What is the sell side liquidity, by the way, on gold? I know I put it here for a reason. Is that a 1 minute level? No. Why did I put it there? Oh, because that's a, okay, that's a 1 hour fair value gap. Gold made a move. Kind of curious if it wants to go into that 1 hour gap at 19.8. I am really curious about that. Anyway, let's wait and see. Okay, NQ is still going down. Gold seemingly still want to go down. It's very close to that fair value gap, that's true. Anyone has a good plan of what to do right now? How is Nvidia doing? Nvidia is still holding the gap. If Nvidia would start to close the gap, that could mean some trouble. That could cause some trouble, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. NQ can't do that. NQ can't do anything. I'm not trusting this. So there you go. Gold tapped into the 1 hour liquidity zone there. I don't know whose idea was that. Why am I have no idea. I don't know. I was surprised too. Not my favorite though. Yeah, I know. I know. I guess I think it was Brett's idea, CEO's idea, I think. Go long on NQ. Gabor is saying go long. I'm not against the idea. But look at that, we just tapped into that level. Man. I was actually a little bit like into the idea to go short on NQ, but I'm not sure. For scalping, could be good to go long, you know, to reprice this level. I'm not having an entry here. Why do I feel like this one just wants to go back down? This was the 2 a.m. kill zone start. It's like 10 points away. Can easily, you know, sweep liquidity. Look at that. Look at that. It's going to go for the 180 to sweep that low. It can go. Yeah, look at that. Now it's going back. No, it's really, it's ridiculous what NQ and also gold is doing this morning. But I guess gold now have enough liquidity, in my opinion, to maybe go higher, but still no entry. Still no entry. You can do that. You can do that, Abyss. Just invert everything, what I do here. I can actually invert the chart as well. Now we're looking for shorts here. All right. We can turn down the screen as well. Long gold. All right, Kelly's long on gold. It can bounce. Can it bounce, you know? I can't do it. Let's just wait. Let's wait. In the meantime, because I haven't done it today, I just want to say, you know, if you like the channel, if you want the best discounts, or if you just want to have a good time, you want to have a great summer, or so, you know, just looking for the cheapest prices in your grocery store, or maybe just getting to be luckier. Anyway, use the best code in prop firms, which is TOMSABO. Not just the best deals, but the highest pass-through rate on evaluation accounts. Thank you for supporting the channel. Right. Looking for shorts. Yeah, I know. We'll see what happens here, but I was looking for short positions, but since it's not doing anything. Yeah. The code TOMSABO. But anyway, like, if you would like to support the stream and the channel and to keep the show rolling, I do appreciate it and be very, very grateful if you guys would use my code TOMSABO at all these prop firms that I promote and I trade with. Now, after 8 months, I have a TRADEIFY code as well. Many emailing, and I know I was angry at them because of the JDON stuff, but let's just put it in the past right now. After 8 months, out of nowhere, they gave me the code. So now, everywhere, it works. And if you use it, that supports the channel. Thank you. Good deals, good discounts, even for resets. Check it out. It helps out the stream with a great deal. Thank you, everybody. That was the commercial. Yeah, Apex still has the 80%. Bulenox 83 down. Take Profit Trader still has the 40%, no activation fee. MyFundedFutures network 50% off, I think, with no activation still. TRADEIFY has the 35% off, and some other good deals happening. So that was the commercial part of the stream. Yeah, also DayTraders. Yeah, also FundingTicks. I also have it, but I'm not trading with them yet. I have so many funded accounts. I mean, focusing on other accounts. But even at FundingTicks, the code is working. Oh, it didn't happen yet, Debadeep. I still have the credits just to prove that it's still here. And the reason why it did not happen is because, let me show you, credit bank, credits. Here's my credits currently. Here's my credit bank at Take Profit. I have 650K test accounts ready for giveaway. So it didn't happen yet. Okay? It did not happen yet. So the reason, because I promised to make a video for Take Profit Trader, and I just didn't finish up with it yet. So that's the reason. But we have 150K accounts for giveaway. This is the proof right here. So we have it, and technically the video is ready. I just need to upload it, and I apologize, but we're gonna do it. And so the giveaway is gonna happen. I had one concern, by the way, before, like for 2 weeks, is that Take Profit Traders support, affiliate support about the giveaway was not answering to my email for 2 weeks. They were very slow, and I had to reach them on some other channels when I got the reply of what to do. Those test credit needs activation code. Yeah, they need activation. I think you need to pay for activation on the giveaway accounts. You need to pay for activation, I think. But I also have activation credits. So I have 2 activation credits already. I still need 4. So I also wanted to ask Take Profit Trader if they can give activation credits for those giveaway accounts, because they told me that I can give away the activation credits too. So what I'm trying to figure out, if we do the giveaways, it's not just going to be the account giveaway, but I'm going to give away the activation credits, so it will be completely free, right? That would be the goal. So I have 2 credits for activation and 650K accounts. I'm trying to get 4 more. I don't think I'm gonna sign for a new prop firm. Yeah. I know. So I just hope I can give away those activation credits for the winners. But I still need 4 more. If I have a reply, but anyway, we're gonna put it out. It required the video from my end, so I have to put out the video, sort of like a review, which I'm gladly I did because I have absolutely zero. I mean, yes, the support is slow. I know, I understand. Otherwise I have absolutely zero issue with Take Profit Trader. They're absolutely great paying. The daily payouts are absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. So that's something you all need to try out. The daily payouts are hitting differently, really. Hey Rohan, no silly questions here. You can ask away. Goes with Apex. On the second payout, I completed 5 days of profit. Yeah, for the rest 3 days to do, I need to end my days. And you don't need to end it in profits. If you did 5 days above $50, then for the other 3 days, you can end up with a negative balance as well, as long as you still have that buffer to withdraw. Of course, it doesn't have to be profitable. The requirement is just to have a trading day, and it's not even necessarily to be above $50. You can end up with a loss as well. So that's it. It doesn't have to be a winning day. It can be a losing day. So if you just flip one trade and it ends up with, for example, negative $5 or $10, it's still good. It still counts. No problem if it ends up red. So it's cool. It's not a silly question. Absolutely, Rohan. You're welcome. 23,178. Oh, yeah. Gabor was calling it. He was on the spot with this. Alright, I gotta say I do have some FOMO. But it's too late now. Nothing I can do with this. I'm not gonna chase it. Gold is unstoppable. 10 points to go down into the zone, by the way. And I think it just wants to go down. Man, I feel like I just missed this one with a great deal. But the thing is, on the mini, it's not actually there. Only on the micro. Kind of interesting, but the candles doesn't look the same in this area. All right. Doesn't matter. It didn't work. Bounce. Gabor wants to see it bounce. I think it should be going down to that 162 maybe. But on the mini, it's not valid. Interesting, if you go to the 5 minute, this is a valid zone. But on the mini, it's not. Because there is a bearish candle here on the mini. Wow, there you go. All right. Okay. All right. I'm just starting to feel the FOMO. Jesus. Okay. I'm starting to feel the FOMO here. So I think the best thing, it's all my fault, I know. I think it's best to walk away right now before I do anything stupid to enter or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna be back for the New York session, but I'm gonna be late, I think. So I might gonna start at the Silver Bullet Hour at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. But I'm gonna be at MyFundedTV for sure. Whatever happens, if I have to, I will teleport myself into MyFundedTV. So I'll be back. Thank you so much for watching. This was an interesting session. I FOMO'd a little bit here. Actually, I didn't FOMO. I just feel the FOMO. But I did good to close the trade up there. Otherwise, I do feel the FOMO. But it was interesting to do the tape reading as well. Thank you so much, everybody. If you would like to support the channel, please don't forget the code. The TOMSABO code is the best cheat code right now at prop firms. But whatever happens, it's going to give you the highest pass-through rate. All right. Anyway, thank you for the support. God bless you all. I'll be back for New York sometime. But I'll be back. Maybe a little bit late, but I'll be back. All right. Cheers. God bless. Look at the zone. It's going to break it. Anyway, God bless you.